first thing that really sticks out to me or anybody else when they see 604 in person or in a picture is just the sheer amount of power and ruggedness that this bull has. But I think you really begin to appreciate that sheer muscle more when this bull takes his first step and starts to get out and move.
604 wants to defy physics almost. To me, his balance and eye appeal is striking, and you'd almost call him a pretty bull. When you say a pretty bull, the dude is ginormous, huge foot and bone, good shaped feet, extremely powerful, and to have all that balance and style and clean joints and to carry all that mass and weight, he's just special.
Most of the animals here at V8 Ranch, their name is just their number, but the really special ones get an actual nickname or a name. And Man of Steel got his when he was just a young calf before he even made it to the show. We had a big group of Colombians who had came to the barn, before Houston to look at all the cattle. And all the cattle were tied up on a tie rail, and since 604 was little, we had him tied right next to the oldest bull in our show string to keep him gentle and keep him calm. Well, the Colombians came by and they went up to the oldest bull on the show string and they were mashing on his hind quarter, his rear end, and they said, marshmallow, like he was mostly fat. Well, then they moved on next to 604 and they mashed on him in the same place, and their faces lit up, and then they went and grabbed the pipe that he was tied to and they said, this bull is Man of Steel. And even better, our partner on 604 is John Down of Southern Cattle Company, and his main business is the steel business. And so it was the perfect combination of a name that not only described the bull, but also honored our great partner and his business.
He's probably one of my favorite bulls to come along in the last few years. I just love the bull for the overall power, style, pedigree. He's just got so much to offer the Brahman world. The mating of 604, he's sired by 191/7, which is an Avery son out of the 464/6 cow. So we've got that great cow family on the top side coming from Clandesta. And then on the bottom side, his mother is one of my very favorite cows on the whole ranch. She's a 380 daughter out of V8's Vanguard cow, the 910/4.
For all of our herd bulls to be successful, we feel like they have to be out of a good mother. And this bull is not only out of a good mother, he's out of a great mother. And his grandmother was also a great cow. And his paternal grandmother, the 464 cow, was a World Congress champion, Houston champion, and has produced 2 herd bulls, the 191 bull and the 194 bull. So he comes from a long family of great females.
Can't say enough about the cow family that he's backed by, but also the bull himself. He's really nice and neat about his shoulder, really long and extended out of his front end, tidy about his front end. As you go further back on his body, he's real open in his rib cage, has a lot of capacity, lots of rib shape, depth of body, really good sheath on him, good and tight sheath. A bull that you go even further back, really wide-ended, really stout and wide from stifle to stifle, and maintains that natural width all the way to the ground. It's really, really impressive when you pack this much size and power and bone and muscles into a bull and still maintain good integrity of your feet and legs.
We've got calves on the ground born this fall, embryo transplant calves out of 604. And those calves are calves that have been real clean underline. They've had beautiful pigment about them. Those calves are just real impressive.
This bull breeds true to his type. Those calves are really expressive in their muscle shape. They're really big ribbed, really nice about their shoulders, long and extended out of their front ends, have a lot of breed character to them.
It's like all of the new generation V8 stuff that's had success and we're building our program around, packed into one animal.
As our 2017 Bull of the Year, 604/7 is a bull that we'll be have his first offering of semen at our Houston stall party. We're really happy to be sharing these genetics with other Brahman breeders.
For us here at the ranch, our #1 goal is to produce cattle that not only work for us, but work for you too. And I think that in the coming years, the people who are able to invest in semen on 604, when they see those calves start hitting the ground, they'll be able to look back to the day that they made that decision to invest in that semen and think, you know what, that's the exact day that I decided to take my herd from this level to the next level.